everyone, my name is Dabla Ebe and you're welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's episode, I'd like to end my story. So my people, when we got to Lagos, the next day we decided to take Charles to Reddington. When we got to Reddington, we met the doctor was like, oh, we're going to do an echo. So we did an echo, then the result came out. You know that saying that our worst fear became a reality. The troncos were praying against, that was what the child had. The child had troncos, and at that point in time, the child had hypertension again. It shocked you. I was shocked. I was like, hypertension in a small baby. Ow, make it make sense. As in, I was like, hey, my village people, what you finally get to me? So the doctor was like, we need to do an urgent surgery. The child was already bad, and we need to do an urgent surgery. And at that point in time, we could not travel with the child because there was lockdown. And again, Reddington said they could do the surgery, but there's something they will use to do the surgery that they have ordered since. And because of the lockdown now, the thing is not available. So all we were just praying for was a miracle. We just wanted a miracle. So that was so the doctor gave us medications. We went home with medications with baby. Then we started giving him drugs, giving him oxygen when he's out of oxygen. We started the whole day-to-day routine. Not until this fateful day. So my husband had already traveled back to you. Not until this fateful day on June, I think on the 14th of June. So it was on a Sunday. I went to get stuff for him. And my sister was calling me repeated. I was like, why is this one calling me like this? I was like, She said, Auntie tell me, please come home, Coco. I was like, what's wrong? Immediately I left what I was doing. I went home to see him. When I got home, he was in a very bad state. He was finding it so difficult to breathe. He was struggling. He was looking at me like this. He was struggling. As everybody was panicking that day, like, what should we do? I was like, just calm down. God just gave me that strength. I gave him oxygen. It was not improving. Immediately I called my husband. I was like, baby, Coco is bad. What should I do? My husband was like, okay, now that I should put myself together and take baby to Reddington. That he's going to call his doctor. So he called his doctor. The doctor was like, we should come. So we drove down to Reddington that day. They admitted him immediately because he was in a very terrible state. That day was bad. It was like he was dying. As I was so scared, I was, hey God. Night was horror. As in, all through the night, he could not sleep. He was stretching, crying. I will call the doctor, please do something. Help me, this child is crying. This child is sick. This child is in pain. Please help this child. I was crying. The doctor was like, it will be fine. I should calm down. Hey, God, the doctor suffered from my hand that night. We could not sleep all through the night. He was in so much pain. The next morning now, the team arrived, so they were with him. I was like, okay, let me go and look for what to eat. So I stepped out with my sister. On our way out, I was just telling my sister that this boy has gone through so much, and I'm praying for a miracle. That I feel like a wicked mother. That I think I want him to go and rest. That he has gone through so much pain. That it's time for him to rest. At least he should rest. He will be in a better place. My sister was like, don't talk like that. That I'm giving up. I should not give up on him. I should not talk like that. That there's nothing God cannot do. I said, no. So when we got back, my sister was like, she was stepping out again. I was like, okay, go, I'm tired. I just want to stay. So when I went back to his room, I saw the way he was. Doctors were there now. Nurses, doctors were there. So I saw the way he was. I was so, I broke down, started crying. I could not just stand it. I just stepped out. And I sat down and I was looking. Normal me, if I see nurses running up and down, I'll run after them to know what is going on. I saw nurses going, running. I could sense, yes, there was an emergency. But I was so drained. I was drained emotionally. I was so drained. I was just looking like this. I was so drained. Then I just sat down, I was looking. Then like 30 minutes later, the doctor came. The doctor was like, hey, are you the only one here? Where is your sister? Where is your husband? I said, I'm the only one here. The guy left. He came back again. Is your sister back? My mother was like, oh, This guy should leave me alone. What's all these questions for? I know him answer everybody again. I just beg, leave me alone. Then he now came back, he now sat down near me. He now said, we tried our best, Tronkos is not. He started with the story that we tried our best, but the child stopped breathing. I was like, now connect the machine you told me about. Connect it. Let him wake up. Abi, let the child start breathing. Abi, what do you want again? He said, no, that's not what I'm trying to say. What I'm trying to say is we lost him. I said, ow, lost him, ow. Wake him up now. No, he said you lost him. You were like, how to use I saw my child, he was lifeless. With so many machines plugged. I was crying, I broke down, I was crying, I was like, God, why? God, I begged you for a miracle. God, I begged you. This guy went through so much. He could not just save his life. Why, God? I was in tears. I called my husband immediately. Coco is dead. Coco. I was like, just calm down. I called my dad. Told my dad. My dad was like, Damn, calm down. So my mom called my sister, but she didn't tell my sister what happened. My mom called my sister to go to the hospital. So my sister came. She was like, what happened? Immediately she came, she started her own tears. She's the one that is supposed to be consoling me, but I was not consoling her. She was crying, she lost it. That was how we lost him on the 15th of June 2020. He died. I was pained, I was broken, but God is still God. That's the fact. God is still God. So if you are watching this video and you are going through a similar experience presently, yes, I didn't get a miracle, but that does not mean you won't get your own miracle. Be positive, keep moving, keep praying. Keep praying. There's nothing God cannot do. Keep praying. So my people, I've come to the end of my story. Baby Coco is in a better place resting. For those that are liking, subscribing, I see your comments. If you are thinking, should I subscribe? Should I not subscribe? Pico, hit that subscribe button. Bye guys.